So that's it. 5 years in America has come to an end. My visa was linked to my job, and now I don't have a job. I can't stay in the country anymore. But that was all part of the plan. I've been here for 5 years. I think I couldn't have really fit much more in, to be honest. I had a great time. It is an interesting experience to live and work in another country, even one as familiar as America. It's not home, and I guess you go one of two ways. You either build your life here and you stay, or you're always kind of thinking about going back, and that was it for me. And that desire to go back was what led to me leaving my job. So 5 years, I packed up. That was a nightmare. Moving countries, moving houses is hard enough, but moving countries is pretty stressful. I've got 4 cases. Every one of them is stretched to the max and hoping the zippers will hold. But it's not like you can just throw something in a car. You have to put everything in those bags because I'm flying tonight. And I did it with like an hour and a half to spare, so not too bad. Pretty tired now though. But it's an interesting thing to have lived and worked somewhere and paid tax for so long, and then to basically be deported and only welcome back on a tourist visa from now on, which is a bit frustrating after giving 5 years of your life. I think in other countries like the UK, you get indefinite leave to remain, which seems a bit fairer. But I didn't really want to get a green card. That wasn't something that I ever really wanted to do. There's lots of implications that come with that in terms of tax status. When you don't live in the US, but you have a green card, they always find that a bit strange. So that wasn't something I really wanted to do. But it is a weird feeling to leave everything behind and start again in more ways than one. Start again back in my home country, but also without the job that I had for so long. But I've loved living in America. I was asked to come here, but I had lots of friends here because when I was in college, I worked on summer camps for 5 summers over here. So I knew a lot of people from that. So it was a relatively easy move. But you still miss home, you still miss your family, your friends, you miss big events. And that is difficult to deal with sometimes. I used to go home at least 2 or 3 times a year. And London to New York is a pretty easy travel route. So that made it more palatable to come here versus somewhere like Hong Kong, where it's like a very, very long flight. But New York has a great town. I moved here during COVID, so it was a bit of a strange time for the city then. And then halfway through I left and went to Nashville for 2.5 years. And I love Nashville. It's such a great town. If you get the chance to visit, I would. It's a totally different way of life. So it was really 2 different experiences that I had here. But yeah, I really loved it down there. More of the traditional America suburbia lifestyle with the big truck and driving everywhere. You don't walk anywhere in Nashville. It's either too cold or too hot. But it's a massive contrast to New York. Even if you don't like country music, it's a fun time. But New York is hard to beat. I mean, I think New York and London are definitely on a par with each other. For me, London edges it because that's where I'm from. And I miss little things like the food. Like people talk about British food, but I do miss it. And I would always try and bring some back or go to British shops over here to get my fix for that food. But yeah, it's a fun town. I really enjoyed working here the first time around. That was a really great experience in New York when I first lived here. But the second time around, I don't know, something had changed. I wasn't enjoying it as much. And that's when I kind of knew that something needed to change. I wasn't sure that it was going to result in a bigger reset as it did, but I don't have any regrets. And I feel good about not having any responsibilities at the moment. I'm sure that might change over time. But yeah, I would definitely recommend living in another country. I think you have to be a certain type of person. I don't think it's for everyone. You have to be prepared to be outgoing and go meet people and push yourself to do things you might not normally want to do. But and it doesn't have to be forever either. Like I would recommend, if you're thinking about it, then I would say give it a try. Even if it's for 2 years, you can come back after 2 years. I'm coming back after 5. It should be a relatively easy transition into normal life. Although I'm traveling for the next 3 months, so that's not that normal. But yeah, I would recommend it, especially if you can get moved with your job. That is a huge advantage. It makes things a lot easier. But for now, like I am pretty tired. I'm exhausted from a lot of traveling already, but also this whole moving thing. And it's a weird feeling of being unsettled. Like I'm homeless now. Like I don't have anywhere of my own to live. All my stuff will be stored in my mum's house. So that's a strange situation to get used to. But 2 days and then I'm off to Asia, flying to Hong Kong on Saturday. It's Wednesday today. So rest, quick unpack. I'm going to try and pack very light for this trip. I'm hoping it's going to be fairly warm. So hand luggage only, which I've not done on even a small trip, let alone a big trip. If you saw my videos from the Arctic, I took way too much stuff. Oh, I took a lot of stuff, let's say. So I've got to find out where everything is in all the numerous bags that I've packed, and then repack it all. All of the bigger items are being shipped. They all got picked up yesterday. So that will be interesting to see how long that takes with all of the issues going on with shipping at the moment due to the war in Iran. So that could be a while, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem, hopefully. But for now, I'm going to go back, do the final packing up, clean up, hand in the keys, and then get the Uber to JFK, which at this time of night will take about 3 days. So hopefully I don't miss my flight. But yeah, that's it for the American adventure. I am sad that it's over, but I'm very glad that I did it. And I will always look back on it with fond memories. So, but I'll be back quite a lot. I have a lot of friends here still, so I'll be coming to see them. I'll definitely be coming to Jazz Fest every now and again. So maybe not every year, we'll see. But yeah, I've always had a strong connection to America, so I'll definitely be coming back. But there's a lot of the world to see, and that's what we're going to do for the rest of this year. So come with me, and let's find out what happens in this next chapter.